The home crowd were in full voice for the men's 400-metre freestyle Heat 3, with 3 Scots in the lineup. Australia's Mac Horton and England's James Guy are both considered medal contenders.
Milne leads, Guy, Horton. The margin still less than a second between the top 3 as they go through the 300, less than 100 to swim, and it's race on, 5 of them right across the pool.
I know that the Scottish fans are getting right behind there, guys, but you know, Mac Horton, he was the winner at the World Junior Championships last year, so he's not got as much experience as these other guys, but it's an outside smoke here from Daniel Wallace.
Well, the third of the Scots in lane 2, Daniel Wallace takes over. Scotland 1-2, the margin 3/100ths of a second. Lanes 2 and 7. James Guy holding down third. What a race we have here. Heat 3, the men's 400 freestyle. The 2 Scots, Wallace in the white cap. That's him at the right of screen. Down there it's Milne. Milne, and coming through in lane 5, Guy. Lane 3 as well, Rennick. This could be Scotland 1, 2 and 3. Oh, Scotland 1, 2, 3. Milne, Wallace, Rennick. Take a bow, Scotland.
A hugely competitive final in store, but plenty of work to do for the home swimmers as Australia's David McKeown qualified fastest, ahead of 2010 gold medalist Ryan Cochrane. Heat 2 of the women's 200-metre freestyle saw Games record holder Caitlin McClatchy from Scotland line up in lane 3. The Australian duo Bronte Barrett and Brittany Elmsley also ones to watch in this race.
It's Barrett and Elmsley, the 2 Australians in 4 and 5. Little separating that pair. McClatchley about 0.2 of a second away in third placing. And not too far behind them, Turner of England in lane number 6. And you go right across to Robinson of New Zealand in lane 2. Good race here.
Bronte Barrett in lane 4. She was the bronze medalist at the London Olympics in this event. She's got some great credentials.
And they've got just on 50 to swim now, and Bronte Barrett it is who leads. McClatchy a clear-cut second in front of Elmsley. And the race is on, and the crowd gets behind the swimmer up there above the yellow lane in lane number 3, Caitlin McClatchy, the 29-year-old Scot. It's been a wonderful morning for the Scots so far, and McClatchy's bringing it home. She's trying to mow down Barrett. Barrett's still looking comfortable. She has about a third of a body length, and she's going to win this heat. Barrett, McClatchy second, Elmsley in third placing. Great racing in Heat 2 of the women's 200-metre freestyle. 1:58.71, the winning time for Bronte Barrett.
So Barrett through ahead of McClatchy in Heat 2. Heat 3 saw that Games record McClatchy has held since 2006 broken with a swim of 1:56.58 from England's Siobhan O'Connor. But she didn't hold the record for long. In the very next heat, Australian Emma McKeown breaking it again by 100th of a second. So Emma McKeown just pipped Siobhan O'Connor as fastest qualifier, while the winner of Heat 2 and Olympic bronze medalist Bronte Barrett only just makes the top 8. There's no place for Scotland's Caitlin McClatchy. Jamaica's Alia Atkinson will start as fastest qualifier for the women's 50-metre breaststroke semi-final later on day 1, after her time of 30.49 broke another Games record in the pool. Scotland's big medal hope Michael Jamieson made his Glasgow 2014 debut in Heat 3 of the men's 200-metre breaststroke, alongside teammates Ross Murdoch and Callum Tate, amidst an electric atmosphere from the home crowd.
Jamieson leading Murdoch, a fraction of a second there, 4/100ths of a second. Pretty good turn by Murdoch as well as he goes up on level terms, and Tate not to be forgotten either in lane number 3. He's possibly going up to challenge the lead at the moment. This is terrific racing by this Scottish trio, and the crowd loving every bit of it as they go up to the turn for the final time. And as they go around, Murdoch from Tate and Jameson, as we saw in the first heat, these positions so very important when it comes to making the final. So Jameson has to pull out all stops here as they start to bring it home. And Murdoch in lane 5 asserts his ascendancy. Jameson trying to go with him. Tate might almost be shading Jameson at this stage in lane 3. But it's Murdoch who's going to take out the third and final heat. We'll keep an eye on the clock. It's looking as if it's going to be very fast. This should be a games record. Oh, 2:08.78. Well done, Ross Murdoch. Jameson gets second, just in front of Callum Tate. Terrific racing. Scotland 1-2-3 for the second time today.
So the Scots qualify as fastest 3 for the final later on day 1, and it's a big final for the British nations with a trio of Englishmen and Wales's Rob Holderness also through. The final event of the opening session in the pool was the heats for the women's 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Defending champions Australia looked in formidable form in Heat 2.
England taking over second placing in front of Scotland in this final leg. It's Schlanger of Australia, Morn of England, O'Donnell of Scotland. They are the lead teams. The other final leg swimmers for Northern Ireland, it's Danielle Hill, Trachenko of Papua New Guinea and Hannah McCarthy of Wales. But the Australians on their way home now in the second and final heat. Melanie Schlanger, 27-year-old, she'll be 28 shortly, the veteran of the team, and she brings Australia in for a very comfortable heat win, and they win it in a games record time, 3:34.57.
So Australia qualified over 5 seconds ahead of closest rivals England. Can anyone stop them securing another gold medal? The final takes place later on day 1.